Hello everyone, it's Monty the Polka Dot Pinecone. Today is a little project share and a VR for Elisha, Elisha's Crafty Hoplop. I think I already did one, but I'm doing it again just so I can show you what I made her. She was on her road to 1,000. She was just asking for an ATC card. And be a subscriber, and I think do a VR. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if I've ever made an ATC card, but to me it seems real similar to, in fact, it's the same size and everything for doing pocket letter, you know, each little section of a pocket letter. So, anyway, I made one, and I didn't do my style this time. I kind of used to do vintage a lot. I used to really love vintage, and I still like it. I just, I kind of just change. Sometimes I really like shabby, sometimes I really like vintage, sometimes I'm in the clean and simple stage right now. So anyway, I wanted to do something more along the lines that she likes, and I don't know if I accomplished that or not, but I did one that has, it's more vintage, and it's mixed media, and I tried to do it kind of like in a fashion theme. So anyway, I'm going to have it all wrapped up in a, a sewing pattern, the tissue. So it's this actual sewing pattern that's been cut out. So I'm going to wrap it all up in that. And then I'll give her some other things. But this is the card. This little thing. So this is the back. I made a little pocket on the back, and then I stuck in my, my information down there. A little tab. So anyway, I've inked everything. Everything's been inked with vintage photo. Anyway, this is what I made her. I have some vintage paper in the back. It's some that I bought a long time ago. It's real thin, so I mean it's really pretty and thin. So it's backed on 110-pound cardstock, actually twice. So it's a thick card. But anyway, so there's that, and I wanted to do, there's like the women in the fashion dresses and stuff in the background. I've used, let's see, 3 different papers. So on this first piece over here on this edge, I have, I think it's more like a, I think it's got like patterns and some text on it, and then I sewed it. So I sewed it down, and then I took this next layer, which is this, it's a blue, it's got text and flowers on it. It's kind of a dark blue, and I tore that, inked the edges, and then laid it on top, and then I sewed that down, and then I added on this 3rd layer of the paper, and tore it also and inked the edges. So it's got like 3 layers of paper there. Around all the edges, I inked first, and then with a vintage photo, and then I used some of my gold, what is it called, Artco Lux paint. So, sorry, I hit my camera, guys. So anyway, I added that around the edges just for some shine, a little bit, just kind of more vintagey. Right under here, I had some paper that had like little typewriter letters, and so I punched out the E for Elisha, inked the edges, and I kind of tucked it up under all these layers. Then, before I added this on, this is a piece of the Tim Holtz, it's the film strip ribbon, which I love. I have always loved this. I still love it. Anyway, and this was actually it was a new package that I opened. And so this was just a little piece, like a little sample piece that was on the packaging. So I just took that off. It already had a brad in it and everything, so I adhere that. But underneath here, oh, and I just pulled it off, so I'm going to have to reattach that. I used a Hero Arts stencil. And I stenciled on some, oh, excuse me, my allergies are getting me bad. I've been sneezing and itching. I took some texture paste from Tim Holtz, and I added some spray color that I had from Hero Arts. It was a blue. The blue was really bright, and I didn't like it, so after I had it on, so I used my knife and put it on, just here in the corner a little bit, and after it dried, then I took some more of my vintage photo ink and inked over it all, because I didn't like how bright it was. It didn't look, and so now it kind of matches the blue on the paper. And then I put a little bit of the gold on top of it too. So it's got a bunch of texture here. And this will go back on right there. That's pretty weird. And I just popped that off. Okay, and then I decided to use a little hanger to go along with the theme of the fashion. And then I took some fabric paper that I had that was a kind of a vintage color, and so I made a couple of flags of it, and I sewed across it onto the whatchamacallit, the hanger, and then I inked around all the edges. I put this tiny little blue chipboard thing that says remember, and I inked it up too because it was a lot brighter, and I put a tiny little gold glitter bow. Vintage photoed it too to kind of tone it down, and then this kind of added this vintage looking button here on this side. So kind of going for a fashion vintage look. So hopefully she likes it. Like I say, I haven't done any vintage stuff for a long time, but I do like it. So anyway, that's what I made. And then the back, like I say, just made a pocket out of the paper to stick my little information in the back. So I'm going to send that off to her, and I've made her some other little things, some more of this vintage paper I thought she might enjoy. It's really thin, so Elisha, when you get it, just know that you're going to have to layer it up, or Mod Podge it or something, to get it, because it's really thin, but it's really cute. And then I gave her some of the fabric paper, the vintage fabric paper, and some of this Tim Holtz like tissue paper with all kinds of text on it, and then some cut aparts from the vintage paper collection, and I backed it on some cardstock, and then I zigzag sewed all around the edges for her, so I thought maybe she could use those pieces on something. So anyway, that is it. I'm getting ready to send this off to her. I'm sure you guys all know Elisha, but if you don't, or you haven't subscribed to her yet, go over to her channel and subscribe. She's well past 1,000 now already. And this challenge, I think, goes till, it's either May 1st, or I think it might be May 1st, because it started in March. And I think it goes till May 1st. So anyway, I'll link her channel below, and you guys can go check her out. Like I say, you probably already are. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you liked it. Let me know what you think. How did I do on vintage? Like I say, I haven't done it for a long, long time. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing and supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. You guys stay safe and take care. Bye-bye.